What's up, guys?
What's up, Cub?
How does it feel to get that kind of response?
It feels good. I feel like, I always feel two ways about things. I always got a chip on my shoulder, and then I'm always grateful at the same time. So, on one hand, I'm like, I deserve this. And on the other hand, I'm grateful.
Well, speaking of deserving this, it's a title shot on the line if you win on Saturday. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, nothing's guaranteed. So, I'm not even really thinking about it. I know it's an important fight for me just because, I got a lot of attention. I was able to build up a lot of attention in my performances. And I'm grateful for that, and this is my opportunity just to go out there and give the fans a good fight. That's all I care about.
Do you think it's interesting that in the commercials building up to it on Fox Sports 1, they only mention that it's a title shot for you? It seems like they're not giving Stevens any chance.
No, I didn't even notice that. I don't try to buy into that stuff, because that's all distraction. That's for you guys to talk about, and I enjoy that. As long as you guys are mentioning me when you talk about title picture, you mention me. I'm fine with that. That's all I care about.
We asked Jeremy about Conor McGregor, and he wouldn't even talk about it. He wouldn't even say a word about McGregor. Seems like you guys don't really like him very much. I wonder why that is.
There's nothing to talk about. So I think Stevens, we're on the same page on that one.
Yeah.
Until he beats one of you guys, right?
I guess
Next week.
I guess you kind of ripped him one on Fox Sports 1. Is that true? I didn't watch it.
Let's talk about this fight.
Really, just don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I'm focused on the task at hand. I got big things going. I'm excited about that.
Is it universal that when as long as your name is in the press, that you're appreciative of it? Because sorry to bring it back to that, but it's like if your name has been in the press as a result of Conor talking about you and talking about a lot of featherweights, he's brought a lot of people a lot of press. Does it apply the same way?
I think the attention is great for the division. It's just on the fans whether they're going to buy into things. Talent speaks for itself. That's why I try not to talk too much. I've never been much of a talker. I might say things here and there because, every once in a while I feel like I should speak up. But for the most part, I'm a firm believer in letting my fighting do the talking.
Jeremy said that he felt you were waiting for the title. And he kind of couched it like, I don't mean to talk bad about Cub. Is that true? Were you waiting for a title shot? Did you think it was going to be yours, and then you got the call that Jeremy was going to be your next opponent?
No. We were campaigning for the title fight, and they told me a while ago that it wasn't going to be me. And so I was just like, give me a fight. I literally went down the list from Aldo all the way down, trying to say, hey, can I fight this guy? Why not? Explain it to me. And Sean Shelby explained every scenario why I couldn't and why it didn't make sense, and I understood when he explained it to me. So, I definitely wasn't waiting for anybody. I just wanted a fight. If you know me, I like to fight. I don't care about all this extra hoopla. I just want to fight.
Do you think your loss to Mendez ultimately was a reason that he got it over you for the next title shot?
Yeah, even though I think I faced the tougher opponents. It's pretty obvious I did. But the fact of the matter is he remained right below Aldo in the rankings, and then he won 5 in a row. So it's like, how many do you have to win to get a title shot? So I really can't argue with that. If I would have had another fight and had 6 wins, that would have been an argument. So it is what it is. It'll come to me eventually.
How do you think that fight's gonna go?
I really don't know. I think Mendez has learned a lot from the first one, like I did. I learned so much from fighting Aldo the first time, even though it was so short, just about preparation and mental training. And I think it's going to be a great fight, and I couldn't call it.
Do you agree with the critics that say that he's always playing it safe right now, more than not trying to expose his game that much?
Who, Mendez or Aldo? Aldo? I think when an athlete is very explosive, and that's what he is, and he's cutting a lot of weight, and he comes out very strong, and then he has to pace himself, and you're going 5-5s. So I do think that he's trying to keep the belt and not really trying to put people away. And when he's getting the good life, it's totally understandable. All I could say is I hope I never try to do that, you know, and you know, I might. Who knows? I just, you know, right now I'm hungry. I just want to win, so I really can't say for him.
Well, that being said, are you ready for 5-5s if it goes to length on Saturday?
Oh, definitely. You know, I did a lot of scenario stuff, and you know, I've got Greg Jackson and the whole Jackson's camp. You know, putting me in the situations that all the other great fighters out of that camp have done, and they were very impressed with what I did. And I had a long camp on purpose. Didn't overtrain, but just started long so that I would have this bigger gas tank to begin with. And then as it got closer to the fight, I started being, you know, revving it up more so that I would start fast. And I'm very confident, but I'm not even thinking about the fives. If it comes, it comes.
What kind of fight are you expecting Saturday, Cub? What do you know about Jeremy?
You know, just I know his personality. I know the way he fights, and you know, he's an exciting fighter as well. He's going to try to knock my head off from beginning to end. So I feel like it's going to be about accuracy versus power.
Just a question about soccer, because I saw that you were talking about the game. Like, can I have your predictions? Maybe the U.S. probably will fight against Belgium, right? Next game.
Yeah. Well, I hope they don't fight Belgium.
Play. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm always wishful thinking with USA. I've been cheering for them since I was a little kid when no one cared about it, because I grew up playing soccer here. And, you know, I want them to go all the way. You know, I think, you know, the people need to see a strong team, and that's, you know, I'm very hopeful for that.
We really like soccer.
Yes, I do. I played from when I was 4 years old till 19, and I played junior college. And that was my dream, to be a professional soccer player, and that kind of, when I started getting into trouble and stuff like that, and then I had to, you know, pay bills and get a real job, it was real difficult.
So you're watching this World Cup?
Oh yeah, I watch as much as I can. I got all my training in, but I'm still watching as much as I can.
So we are from Brazil. We have your thoughts about the Brazilian campaign in this World Cup?
I think they've been looking better every game. I think they came out. I wasn't like super impressed with their first game, but then they've progressively gotten better every game, and I think they got a tough match against Mexico just because Mexico's keeper is looking like a superstar. But you know, Neymar is looking, you know, he's living up to the hype, and you know, I'm super excited about that game.
And who's gonna win the World Cup?
I honestly don't know, because you know, everybody. You know, has been, a lot of the powerhouses have not been doing well, and all these smaller countries are doing well. So it's just exciting to see.
You wanted to get your story out there, and I think you're doing that. But you know, you've got to keep winning. Do you feel pressure to win Saturday?
No, I don't feel the pressure. I just know I know what I expect of myself, and I expect a great performance. You know, anything can happen in this game, and I'm not. You know, I can't determine what's going to happen, but I'm very confident in my ability, and I know that if I'm on point, I will win this fight. And you know, I'm not putting any pressure on myself, because I'm having fun doing this, and this is a passion of mine, and I'm trying not to make it, you know, run my life. I'm trying to enjoy this part of my life.
It seems like you get a lot more chances to win in World Cup than you do in the octagon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's true. You know, it's a very tough sport, especially when you're fighting once a year sometimes, and you only get one chance to make it happen and shine. But, you know, you can either look at that as a negative or a positive, and I've been able to look at it as a positive in my last few fights. You know, nobody sees, you know, a few years ago I had my jaw wired shut, and I was laying in bed, and I had to get out of bed and go, you know what, I'm just going to go run, I'm going to go train, I'm not going to let this keep me in a bad mood, I can do better, you know, and, you know, this is a result of that, and that mentality of just always being positive has really helped me.
When was that?
That was before I made my debut. I believe it was 2 years ago, or I knew it happened in June, right before, a few months before I fought Longs. I had, you know, the reconstructive surgery on my face, and had my jaw wired shut, and it was a tough go for me and my family, and but here I am. I'm glad I didn't decide to retire.
What was the injury from?
It was from a reckless sparring partner. You know, threw a flying knee and crushed the whole side of my face. And, you know, it was pretty gruesome. And, you know, something that I just had to deal with.
Left side of your face?
Not to say.
Oh, okay. I see. One
Don't
side.
know who that is.
No.
So-
I mean, it's just no point. You know, I don't want to trash talk anybody. It's not my style.
So if you stay injury free, how many times ideally a year do you want to fight?
At least 3 times, you know. I think 3 times I can really, you know, get some vacationing time in, and what I really want to do is travel a little bit and enjoy my time off, because for 11 years I wasn't able to do anything, and if I would have known that I would have had a year off, I would have traveled and did something, but the UFC kept telling me next month, next month, next month, next month. So I'm in the gym. You tell me that, I'm in the gym. So I've been in the gym for an entire year, and I didn't go overboard. I just was trying to sharpen the tools. In a result of that, I feel amazing.
Is this? I know this is a tough sport, but is it kind of all gravy now, considering where you've come from as a young guy and being in trouble and everything like that? Do you consider this just kind of like icing on the cake now?
It is if I think about it as me stopping now. But the thing is I've always saw myself get to this point of my career, and it finally happened, you know, after all the ups and downs, and I'm very grateful for that. But now that I'm here, I see such a higher bar. You know, I see a level that I can reach that's on a whole nother level, and I'm just excited for that, and that's my next pursuit is to take this even further.
How do you think your fight against Aldo would be different from the first one?
I think it would probably be the most anticipated fight in featherweight history. I can't say the outcome, but I'm very confident in my ability. You know, obviously I need to respect him. He's the only person to ever sit me down with a strike in my whole career, and that was a rough one. And I learned a lot from that. I think I've paid my dues and I've put in everything, and I'm just excited to try to get down with that.
Well, it sounded like you were faster than Aldo when you were out there hitting the pads. I even heard you say that, so.
Yeah, well, I feel that way. I feel like I'm the fastest puncher in the featherweight division, and you know, I'm willing to put it to the test. Anyone wants to tell me otherwise.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.